Welcome to Phuket News TV. We're here at the beautiful Pavilions Estate for the grand launch of Phase 3 of the Pavilions Estate. And I'm here, it's an honour to be with this gentleman who is Gordon Oldham, the man behind it all. Gordon, hello, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Excellent.
I'm half cut. And it's not the grand launch for anybody who feels peeved that they haven't been invited. It's for real estate agents to tell them that what we're launching tonight, what we've got, and it's a very contained party, you see?
It's a beautiful party, very beautiful.
60 of our closest real estate agents.
Excellent. And the reason why we're doing this is because you're the man behind. Let's hear a little bit about Gordon Oldham and what you're from and where you go.
I'm just a little English guy. I'm actually a Hong Kong lawyer, which is always a conversation stopper. But I've been in Hong Kong for 34 years and I just happen to like developments. So I started in Bali in 90, doing a small hotel up in Ubud, which I subsequently sold. I still have another property which I opened in year 2000 called Bali Pavilions in Sanur. This one I opened in 2006, phase 1. I did a second phase in 2010, and now this is the launch of phase 3, or the Pavilions Estate, which is a bunch of residential units as opposed to hotel units. But what we're doing is we're taking them back into our rental pool and using them as hotel inventory.
And I've been on the website, which is pavilionsresort.com, and very nice. You get to do the 360 virtual tour. So let's talk about the units that are available for the people to go and view.
Actually, you were right in first thought. I have 30 one-bedroom units. The default configuration is 1 bedroom, but at no extra cost. If people feel that they'd like a second bedroom, we put in a sliding door, we replace the sofa with a bed, we have an ensuite bathroom, and suddenly it's a 2-bedroom configuration. So for those who want to stay there with children, etc., it's ideal. But the default is a 1-bedroom. We have 30 of those. We also have, on top of the 3 blocks where we have this, we have 3 penthouses of approximately 2,500 square feet.
Amazing. They've all got swimming pools and saunas. Tell us more about the design. How did you get these designed? Because I know that you've got a special sort of feature on green issues and also the designers that you use to design the inside, the interior.
That's right, but you're going to have to speak to the green experts. I'm not an environmentalist. I am. The designers insisted that if they were going to help us work on this, we'd have to give special attention to insulation, to the water treatment, etc. And as a hotel operator, it actually makes more sense, because when the biggest cost element every month is your electricity bill, and of that your air conditioning is the biggest element, you got to make sure that you don't have cold air escaping one side and hot air coming in the other. So it's not so much as being an environmentalist, but just making a lot of sense to do so.
And talking about the environment, and I think that's very cool to do so nowadays, speaking about the environment, you obviously love beautiful places. Now, you have a nice place in France, you also have a place in Nepal as well. What made you particularly pick Phuket as a destination?
Pure accident. I came here after I'd opened Bali in 2000. I came here in 2003, 2004, purely by accident. I had the good fortune to act for the Aman for many, many years and still do. And so in 1985, I actually counted all of the coconut trees on what was to become Amanpuri. So I saw it in the Laguna area in its devastated days, let's say. So I was not a big fan of Phuket. I came 2 or 3 times, I began to like it more and more, and then this land presented itself, this particular spot, and since then, I'm afraid I gotta say I've fallen in love with Phuket. Why? Because I'm a practical person. You've got infrastructure, you've got sand, you've got sea, you've got food, great people. It ticks all the boxes, and it's as simple as that.
And you've turned one of the most beautiful places into an even more beautiful place. I've got to say, like, taking a trip round on the 360 virtual tour as well on the website, amazing. Now, let's talk about some of the features of the Pavilions estate as well. You've got also the Eastlands, the spa. So this is like a very sort of like nice sort of way to relax and spend time here. So people who are buying some of the units and some of the rooms and some of the penthouse suites, what have you got in store for them when they get here?
Well, to tell you the truth, originally I'd call it the village, the Pavilions Village, and then my advisors said that wasn't grand enough. But the fact of the essence of a village is that it's a self-contained unit, insofar as we have a restaurant dedicated to that, although hotel patrons can use it. They have their own swimming pool. Of course, the villas have their own private swimming pool. We have the private gym. We have a spa. So it's really a self-contained unit. We find if you give everybody the facilities in the hotel, they don't need to go out. So that is the idea. As opposed to a lot of developments, which is really just in the middle of a green field and very beautiful maybe, but there's not the soul, there aren't the facilities. So our owners, besides having that on hand, of course have all the hotel facilities that a normal hotel guest would enjoy.
So it's like being on holiday while you're living your life.
Well, what we like to say is, my quote of the day is that the last luxury is service. So I tell my staff here in Hong Kong, in Phuket at the hotel, our object is to give people time, to take the stress out of checking in, ordering, waiting for engineers to come and check the pool, etc., etc. So it's all about service. And what we try to do, or what I will try to do when I do these residences, is take the stress out of owning a property, take the stress out of maintaining a property, so that they can enjoy it when they're here. Because it's all very well living in Hong Kong and having a second home, but coming down on a Friday night and finding that the cook has run away with the driver and there's a leak in your ceiling, it really doesn't cut it.
It's going to spoil your return, isn't it?
It does. It spoils your Friday night.
You're offering phenomenal service, concierge and everything going on. Also, I've noticed on the website you're quite into the seclusion element, that it's going to be very sort of exclusive. You can privately dine. You can also skinny dip if you should so wish to do so.
Well, I can't say you can do that on the top of the apartment, but certainly anybody who knows Pavilions knows that it's all about romance and passion. A great deal of our clientele are honeymoon couples, and it's true. We used to be called, what was our original tagline? Was no tan lines. That says it all. It's all about privacy. What can I tell you?
Excellent. Now, Gordon, lovely for inviting us. Thank you very much. Lovely bar, the 360 bar. It's a real experience being up here. Lots of lovely people you've already invited tonight. I just wish you the best of luck. Thank you again for inviting us, and thank you. I wish you luck for the future.
Thanks for coming. Thanks very much.
Excellent. That's Gordon Oldham here on Phuket News TV. Khap khun mak khap. Chodi khap.
Watch us where you want, when you want. Your smartphone, tablet, laptop, anywhere, anytime. Keep informed and up to date. Phuket News TV.